Backstory: when I was around 17 I became very interested in exploring abandoned buildings. I had a group of friends and we would find abandoned buildings within a 200-mile radius and kinda map out how many we could explore in a night, usually 2 or 3. Every single weekend we'd go to these places. We'd head out around 10 p.m. and not return home until about 5 a.m. We would all Google places we wanted to go and find some more places along the way. At this point we had been a ton of places and never experienced anything paranormal or haunted. My entire friend group were skeptics and didn't believe in ghosts or things being haunted, etc. I somewhat believed in ghosts and paranormal stuff but never really thought it would happen to me. With that being said, it was very hard to spook any of us due to the majority of us being atheists/skeptics. Main story: this particular night we found an abandoned girls' boarding school that had closed down sometime around the early 2000s and had sat abandoned for many years. We decided we were going to explore this place, so we pack our exploring bags and hop into the car for a 2-hour drive. We arrive and park by a gate. At this point we pull out the map and realize it's around a mile-long walk to get to the building. We grab our bags and jump the gate. It's an overgrown road with trees lining it. It's very creepy looking but nothing we hadn't seen before. We finally approach the buildings and step inside the main building. No weird feelings, just a normal night of exploring so far. We walk around this first building and then head over to the next building. This was where the girls' rooms were. I immediately upon entering have a gut-wrenching feeling but don't think much of it. We're about 20 minutes into this building when I felt someone yank my hair. I turn around thinking it's one of my friends messing with me, but all of my friends were in a room in front of me. I run to them and decide that I'm not going to stand alone anymore. I held the hands of 2 of my friends as I started feeling like I was being suffocated. I used my inhaler and kept walking along. We leave this building and head to the church on the school property. While standing in the church I see a dark figure beside my friend as she says, "I feel like someone is next to me." I don't mention what I've seen because I'm not trying to freak anyone out. She then says, "If there's anything here, grab my hand," and she feels something yank her hand. She gets very freaked out and alerts us that she thinks we need to leave, so we start walking out. Another one of our friends is now blankly staring ahead. We ask him to stop messing around and that this isn't funny and he's scaring people. He then starts mumbling about suicide, which soon progresses into screaming, "I need to save them, they need me to help them, I need to get them out," and starts running back in the direction of the building. My other 2 friends grab him and he's pushing and fighting and screaming the same thing over and over. They had to tackle him to the ground to make him stop, and finally he stops and gets back up and keeps walking in the right direction. At this point we are all quite horrified and fast walking toward the car. The friend starts mumbling again and tries running back again. The other 2 friends grab him and pretty much drag/pull him back to the car. We get into the car and he passes out. We're all talking about what had happened on the way home, and when he wakes up we ask him if he was messing with us. He says no and had absolutely no memory of what had happened or where he was. Months later he still did not remember anything that happened that night or even going at all. This event definitely scared us out of exploring again for quite some time. That night still haunts me and makes me feel nauseous when I think about it.